Welcome to Coffee Obsession. I'm your host, John Paulino, and today we're going to talk about the tastes of coffee. And in those tastes, there are 4 areas we want to cover: aroma, acidity, body, and flavor. Okay, so first I want to start with the aroma of coffee. It's kind of like the precursor to the goodness. You know, the aroma coffee can start from something that's really dark and earthy all the way up to something that's very light and fruity and almost floral. And you know, there's really nothing more exciting than opening that fresh bag of beans, and you can smell it, to when it's being ground, to the anticipation of when it's being brewed, and then finally when it gets in the cup. And you know it's too hot to be sipped, so you just hold it and smell it, and you can just almost taste the coffee as you take in that breath. You know, that's what I tell my friends who aren't coffee drinkers. Almost all of them love the smell of coffee because there's something really satisfying about that smell. And I tell them, guys, when coffee is made right, that's what you're going to taste, is that smell. So go ahead, give coffee a chance. That smell is really what you're going to taste. Okay, so next I want to talk about acidity. Now sometimes acidity is hard to define or describe to people what exactly it is. Acidity in coffee is the palate cleansing effect. So a high acidity coffee has a palate cleansing effect, as in you take the drink of coffee, it's in your mouth, you swallow it, and as soon as you swallow it, the taste of the coffee is gone. Something with low acidity, a coffee with low acidity, you take a drink of the coffee, you swallow it down, and there's still a lingering taste or effect of the coffee in your mouth. Similar to a dry wine or a sweet wine. A dry wine has a palate cleansing effect. You take a drink, it's gone, wine's gone, taste's gone, everything. Sweet wine, you take a drink, you swallow it down, you can still taste the sweetness of the wine in your mouth. That's how acidity works in coffee. So I'm going to scoop myself out a little bit from my drip cone and get ready to brew. So now I'd like to talk about body. Now body, like acidity, is sometimes difficult to explain. So what I'm going to do is use an analogy with milk. If you have a full, thick-bodied cup of coffee, you drink it, it gets in your mouth, it has a heavy, thick feeling to it. It's kind of like taking a drink of whole milk. Now the opposite is true of a light-bodied coffee. You take a sip, you get it in your mouth, and it's very light and thin. It's kind of like taking a drink of skim milk. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to get my cup of coffee ready. I'm going to add in my water. Now when we start making coffee, we like to use a bamboo stick, because a bamboo stick has very little of the taste of the wood transferred to your coffee. It's also not going to, or not likely to poke a hole in your filter as you're pushing the grounds down in the water. And lastly, I want to talk about flavor. Now what makes up flavor is the first 3. The aroma, the acidity, and the body. All 3 of those working together to make a really good tasting cup of coffee. What also plays into that is where the beans were grown and your brewing method. Today I brewed up some of Newhall Coffee's pumpkin spice. If you have any questions, you can contact us at newhallcoffee.com/coffeeobsession. And remember, this isn't just coffee. It's an obsession. Thanks for watching.